Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You got Wayne, Ethan, and Tim in the building. Well, in separate buildings, but you get the point. The Sixers tonight, no Maxey, of course, no Bede, no Batum, and it looked like they was about to get routed early on. But I will say this: I did like what I saw from Cam and from Buddy Hield. It looks like I get a Sixers credit. They looked like they was trying to get them in the flow early on in the game, and then and the team looked like that it wasn't too much cohesion later on early in the game, but it looked like towards the end. I mean, considering both of them just got off the airplane today and they really ain't had no time to get implemented into the system, I'm not mad at the way they performed. If only Messi could have played, I think we might have actually been able to pull one out. But it is what it is. It's a loss, and the Sixers better get it together quick because they got a tough schedule coming up after Washington. But what did y'all see from tonight? Anything y'all can take away from this game, or what did y'all get out of it?
What I could take away is the game. We need a big man. I like Mama gave us some good minutes. Paul Reed's not a center. He did what he can down there. Atlanta had a lot of length. The new additions, they was okay. Cam Payne, what was this? His career high, season high he had tonight. Buddy Hield played well. We need a big man though, because they had too many offensive rebounds tonight. I know some was long shots from the three. You get the long rebounds from the three. I understand that, but still, it's too many second chance opportunities. I do like the addition of Buddy Hield. Played well tonight. We'll see going forward. He can be streaky, but we'll see going forward. But I don't know who's going to start. I guess Payne ain't starting with Maxey come back. So if Maxey come back, is Buddy Hield going to start and play his traditional the two guard, and Maxey's going to be more of a Trae Young type position, a scoring point. Can he do that? With B going, I don't know. So, we gotta see. Mm-hmm. They was down. They ain't have DeJounte Murray either tonight. Is Capella with them too?
Yeah, but, I don't think he played either.
He didn't play tonight.
Yep.
So they were down a couple guys too. It still looked like this. We had to put everything in to get back into this game, and it just wasn't enough. I don't know what this team got going forward, man. If we lose to Washington, we really in trouble, right? Shouldn't we beat this Washington team?
I don't see why we shouldn't.
And what was wrong with Maxey? Is this a rest game? What do you got going on?
No, I think it's an illness. I think it's been an illness going through the team. Like, remember, Toby was sick for a couple games. B was sick for a couple games. I think it's something they got going through that locker room. It's some kind of illness.
Now I gotta say, Buddy Hield, when I watched him before, I was a little impressed. I was impressed today with his feet movement on defense and the way he played defense on Trae Young. I thought he was a little slower than that, but he impressed me. Staying in front of Trae Young, really trying on defense. I like what I seen out of Buddy Hield on defense tonight. I do. I gotta give him credit for that.
Yeah, and Pumans, I kind of agree. Oh, go ahead, Tim. You got something points you wanna.
If we don't win tomorrow, we might not win again for a while. We got a tough stretch coming up. But
yep.
I like these. We got 20 points from the two guys. They came in and gave dropped.
Got 20 points from three. Who? I mean, Blues had 20 tonight.
Tobias had 21. Oubre had 28. Payne had 20, and Buddy Hield had
20.
Yeah.
So the two new guys gave us 20 points. So I mean, they did their. For the first game, they played pretty well. They were solid. But we just right now we gotta pretty much like just maintain. That's gonna be hard to do. We might be the play-in.
Do we got the team to maintain?
I think we do. I agree with you. I think maybe there may be a big I know the guy Lopez for that the Bucks wave. They're talking about maybe cutting them and maybe just bringing a big physical body. Because Mo Bamba had blocks. Paul Reed had 13 rebounds. But you kind of spread that out. It's like you pick and choose when. Like you get the shot blocking with Bamba, but some of the rebounding with Reed. You know what I'm saying? And Mo Bamba and Reed both weak in the hands. Like it's like they actually Paul Reed had 13 rebounds, but he had so many that he had in his hands that got knocked out of his hands. Him and Mo Bamba. So I think we do need a physical presence in that. Like you know what I'm saying, just somebody that can body people and dissuade them from going in there from time to time. Because, but I will say this about the defense. I think even more than the offense, I think the defense. You saw the defensive rotations. There was holes in it, and I think that's about. I think that it'll improve once they've had more time to get antiquated to the system. And when you have guys like Batum and them come back, I think you'll see more continuity on defense. The defensive continuity wasn't there. Offensively, they scored. The Sixers scored offensively. The defensive continuity wasn't there though early in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, they kept getting us on those baseline 3-pointers where nobody was wide open.
Yeah,
that's just coverage. They just got to learn how to rotate. That's the rotation that's gonna that'll come over time, because those shots that they got today was just blatant. They was playing. They were an established team that know where to go. Like Trae Young, he knows how to get the ball, dribble, and find a person open on the other side of the court wide open. And imagine playing against a team that they pretty much just came together like you playing somebody for a pickup game on a Friday night or something. So it'll get better.
I think so too.
I don't think Batum to start without Embiid. Batum's really not a starter. I don't think Batum's a starter in the league. But Joel Embiid is with Joel Embiid there, he's a good starter because he can hit that corner three. But without Embiid there, I don't think you can start Batum personally. I don't think he has enough for you to start him. You still need that scoring. You still need them points. So without Embiid there, I don't. He ain't scored double digits. He ain't averaged double digits in like 5-6 years. I don't think you can start that man right now. Plus, he's too injury prone. He's older. He's better off coming off the bench, especially without Joel Embiid here. I think it'd be too much.
I kind of agree with that. Mitri Frazier said, Maury bombed our rosters, made moves as if he's prepping for a rebuild. Buddy pickup is good, but making trades with our rivals too, dark days ahead. I mean, what Springer's not. How much time do you think Springer's going to get in Boston? And the Bucks, the Bucks look like they look like they crap in the bed ever since Doc got there. The
Bucks today, didn't they? What they do?
The Bucks might have messed their mojo up with what they did to that coach. They
up 54-90 right now on Charlotte.
Yeah, they got a 40-point lead right now.
On Charlotte, and they just lost last night, or the last game they played. What's their record since they got Doc though?
1-5.
Yeah, so I mean, they got enough talent that they're not going to lose every game, especially to a team like Charlotte. But
the Clippers did the same thing when they first got the ball. Harden, yeah.
Yeah, but to me, it's a difference in getting that player, a star player, you trying to integrate into your system and having a whole coaching system.
That's true, but I'm just saying it does take time to gel. I do believe in a couple of weeks they're gonna have like 8 days off for the All-Star break. That'll give him. That's almost like a training camp that he'll be able to have for his team, and then get them operating the way he wants the offense and the defense to operate. So.
Yeah. But I mean, listen, I like Springer, but I don't think. How much time do you think Springer's going to get over in Boston? I mean, you think Boston is going to implement him in there? Like you got what's the bull with the hairline, Derek, the bull Derek, and you got Drew Holiday. Like, how much time is Springer really going to get? I don't think we built Boston up with him. Even though I do think that Springer's defense would have came in nice against Trae Young tonight. That defense would have came in nice against Trae. I don't think that's trade. I don't think them trading him to Boston is going to come back and haunt him in that way. Like he's going to come out there. Yeah, and they got Pritchard too. Boston's deep at that point guard position. I think Boston wanted Springer basically for the future.
But when you getting lit up though, it's nice to have a 3-point shooter. I mean, somebody that can lock down and D you up. Like you saw what Springer did. He frustrated Steph early this week. Steph had 9 points. We don't have anybody at the guard position. Maybe Melton.
Yeah.
Well, he's been out so long. I don't even know, is he going to come back this year healthy?
Yeah, what is going on with him? They got to be serious. He got that Ben Simmons injury going on with Melton over there.
Yeah. He might need a back Macchiatomy.
Yeah, I'm saying I understand. This is a team. In all honesty, if I think if Maxi plays, I think we could have beat them. But like y'all said, they was missing two players too. But I'm not. The watching the game is going to be interesting. But I guess I just feel good, and I'm usually not one for moral victories, but I feel good about what I saw from, especially in early on the campaign. At first, the first couple shots he shot, I was like, oh man. But he looked like he looked like he was playing the role of a floor general pretty decent tonight. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering this is like his first time running with these guys. And
Well,
then he
and that's
actually,
the point, though.
but I like the confidence in that shot he took. Remember, like late in the game, it's like he did a pump fake and then fake like he was gonna drive in and step back and shot the three and hit it. Like even though he was off, the fact that he had that confidence, and they said in the huddles that Buddy Hield was very vocal in the huddles, so I like that part of it too. And I like that Buddy Hield attack the basket. I will like to see both of them running with Embiid if Embiid gets back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
I'd like to
Embiid
see
don't
it.
come back this year, you got to sign. Ain't Buddy Hill? Ain't this his last year on his deal?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. I mean, pretty much the whole roster. So you got to choose.
So basically, if that's the case, that we are going to sign Buddy Hill, and then we're going to sign Maxi,
And then Toby's going to walk.
And Oubre.
But to me, they might try to sign Toby again. This might be his big move.
To me, if you sign a Toby again, it can't be for big money.
That's not.
You can't sign Toby to no max. You can't sign if you bring Toby back, it cannot be for a max.
He's getting the max. He's getting.
But he's not going to be here then.
Nah,
I don't see you.
Veteran.
I ain't even going to say veteran minimum. It's not like
we ain't going to dress Toby in the max.
125, 150 million.
But no max. No, he's not getting a max. He's not going to get a max anywhere.
Detroit wants him. Detroit was
okay.
For him. He's
okay.
And he's as a free agent. That might be the piece that they go after.
But then that's fine if he goes there. Then we make sure that we sign Oubre and the other guys.
So that
you know what I'm saying?
Keeping him, but it's pretty much silly.
So you telling me if Toby walks, if we're going after Paul George like the rumors are saying we are, which I don't necessarily believe we won't get him, but if we could bring Paul George in here and Toby walks, who cares?
So you want to bring in a 34-year-old Paul?
Yes.
George?
Yes, if I'm replacing Tobias Harris with him, yes.
34-year-old. This is what you're saying. You're going to throw $34 million on a 5-year deal. So you're going to at the end he's be 39 years old. You think that's smart?
You do got to bring Buddy Hield back though. Would be Buddy Hield been in the league since what? Almost 8-9 years, and he's a career 40% 3-point shooter. You got to keep that with Joel Embiid.
I thought it was interesting how they were saying Buddy Hield always wanted to come to the Sixers. I guess all the times he heard his name in the trade, he probably looked at the Sixers and heard his name in the trade rumors with the Sixers all that time and kind of thought like, oh, it'd be cool to play with Joe. You know what I'm saying? But it never happened until now. So
and he'll help spread the floor even with Maxi with the ball.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And you got two guys that can bomb from deep because Maxi can, like you said, if you got Buddy Hield and you got Maxi, both of them can hit from deep. And if you give them, you know what I'm saying, you give them that space, they actually are good at the step back threes. You imagine Buddy Hield running that pick instead of trying to run it with Mo Bamba and
Mo Bamba
Paul Reed.
Bamba can shoot.
He always could. He used to hit him a little bit in Orlando too.
So as I said,
we do need a real big body though. We to have no big body on this team. 6'10", 6'11" body. Paul Reed ain't a body like that.
The boy Harrell would have been nice. Remember, didn't the boy Harrell get hurt and we had to trap him or something like that at the beginning of the season? Remember, we re-signed him and then we went and got Mo Bamba and them, or because he got hurt. He got hurt in preseason or something.
He hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got hurt in preseason and we had to let him.
But he ain't a big body. He only like 6'6".
But he's physical. But he's physical. That's what we was missing, physicality today.
If I was the Sixers, I would have went out and traded for Jeremy Grant last night. And
they're not giving people been trying to get Jeremy Grant for the longest. They're not giving Jeremy Grant up.
They are. We get the right price.
They are not giving Jeremy Grant up, bro. Everybody been trying to get Jeremy. People been trying to get Jeremy Grant. They're not giving him up
because they're not giving the right assets to get him. He's not an untradeable asset. Come on. I would have gave him Tobias.
Maybe in their eyes they are.
He's not untradeable.
All right. Buzilla said Jeremy Grant contract is horrible. So you're gonna give, up a whole bunch of assets and bring on a big time contract that's going to hinder you from doing anything else, any kind of movement.
So you just want to let Tobias
He got
walk.
a 5-year, $160 million contract.
I would have brought him in.
160 guaranteed. Annual salary of $32 million.
That's not bad. I would have bought Jeremy Grant. I would have traded Tobias, bought in Jeremy Grant. Now you got him. Yesterday, you know how many points he had yesterday? 49.
He on your books. He on your books till 2028.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like they said, it's like somebody just in there, like Buzilla just said, you're looking at another Toby situation with that.
Toby ain't never scored 49 points in the game.
But didn't Toby just drop 40-something in the game?
No. He probably
What, he did?
No. But this man right
here. Okay.
Didn't the Sixers have Jeremy Grant?
Yeah.
Yep.
During the what's the name years?
The tanking years.
Yeah.
He dropped 49 points yesterday. Yeah, Toby, I think Toby was trying to get 40 or 51 of them, but
no, Toby only had 39 as a career high.
Exactly. So,
but guess what? Will Burton had 50. Man, you not go. I'm not. See, you get hyped off of the one game type stuff. Like,
no, he's averaging.
I like Jeremy Grant, and yes, like Buzilla said, scoring 49 when on a bad team. Remember, y'all was telling me when I was talking about a dude averaging something for Detroit. Well, that's a bad team. He's scoring it on a bad team, so
I give him credit this year. He's
I like Jeremy Grant though. I do like Jeremy Grant, but the length of that contract do kind of.
He's only 29 years old though. He's 29.
He's shooting 40% from three this year,
and 46% from the field. You gonna tell me you wouldn't want to have a younger?
Yeah, he's averaging 21. He's playing good.
No, I like Jeremy Grant. They're not just getting you Jeremy Grant for Tobias Harris. You're going to have to trade other assets to bring them in, and then you're going to be under that contract for the next few years.
That's fine, but imagine having Jeremy Grant, Jeremy Grant, and B, Hill and Maxey. That's a good lineup.
I mean, I like Jeremy Grant, but I like Jeremy Grant. You know what I'm saying? If I could trade Jeremy Grant, Tobias Harris, and get Jeremy Grant, I'm doing it. But
I just said that. You just
no, I didn't. But you're not doing that straight up. You're giving up other assets, and you're locking yourself into a long-term contract.
And that's okay. That's okay. You can't just say I'm just standing pat for 2 years in a row.
So what was it? And you keep saying about. First of all, it cracks me up because you swear I just told you he wasn't available. The team didn't make him available. Oh, for the right price he is. What's the right price? A number one overall?
Jeremy Grant.
Yes. A lottery pick. Guess what? A number one, Toby, a number one, and a couple other players. So you going to overbuy for him, and then in the next couple of years, you're like, that was a horrible trade, and now we locked in at $30 million a year, and we can't get such and such as a free agent.
Here's the thing: we get nothing for Toby now. He just walks. We were supposed to trade him. We didn't trade him, so he was walking. We get nothing.
You're saying he's walking. They're looking for him to be a part when Embiid come back for the run.
He's walking. First of all, so
they're looking for this shit. See, listen. If they would have did all in just trading and getting rid of everybody and all this other stuff, if they just sit there and did all that for all these other things, you telling me then y'all would have been sitting here crying. You'd have been sitting here crying like, oh, the Sixers just tanking. They just tanking this, that, and the other. Morey sucks. They just tanking. They not trying to win. But if they sitting up here and they saying that they making moves to try to play this year too, they put players in place. They're putting players in place, hoping that Embiid comes back and hoping that they're going to have this floor space in there. They're going for this year. And then in the offseason, all these expiring contracts will give them the ability to go out and try to look for other players.
I just don't think they're going up for it this year. I think if they really wanted to go forward totally, they would have got Jeremy Grant. At least you had Jeremy Grant in here this year, and then you still have him for the years to come. And then you got yourself a solid small forward for the next 3-4 years where you ain't worried about the small forward. You got Buddy Hill as your shooting guard.
OG sucks. Stop hyping this dude that scored 13 points a game and he hurt now. Stop hyping OG. OG is not better than Tobias Harris. He's not. As bad as Tobias is, if OG and Tobias is making the same money, most of the teams in the league is going to take Tobias over OG. So stop with the OG hype. Now Siakam, I would take Siakam over Tobias. If you told me I could have traded Tobias and brought in Siakam, absolutely, I'm doing it. But stop hyping up. We sit here and we hype up dudes that's scoring 13 points on other teams and talking about how great they are. Here, this guy scoring 17 a night for you here, 17 to 18, and you talking about how bad he is. Stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I take OG over Siakam. I'll take.
I know you would. I know you would.
I'm gonna go with Tobias. I'm gonna go with OG. So what do you? So how you think we're gonna do this next stretch? I don't even know if Max is gonna be available because he is. I think I might got what they got. But
mind you, OG ain't even played the last 6 games.
Okay, you can't hold that against him.
Why not? Didn't you tell me availability, best ability? You ripping beef for not playing?
No, I'm not. You got to heal.
You don't rip and beef for not playing when he don't play?
No.
Okay.
He just healing.
Okay.
The man's just healing. So what y'all think about the game? Everybody out there, how y'all feel? Are y'all okay with what y'all saw today from the 2 new guys, Cam Payne?
Oh, I am. I'm encouraged by what I saw, and like I said, to me, the fact that they came in, we got in the hole early, and it looked like early on in the game, it looked like the Sixers' plan was to get them involved early because they came out shooting early. Like Cam shot a couple 3, and Cam shot is ugly, but you know what I'm saying. Once he started getting in the rhythm, he can hit it. So they started off slow, and then once they started getting the feel for the game and feel for the rhythm, they made a run back. So. No, Tobias actually does play like that, but I don't care what a person plays like if it helps the team.
He does play.
Oh, that's cool because when Tobias ain't in, well, let Tobias walk, which he probably will because he's not going to get big money here. And if for real, he need to take a discount. He need to take a discount for what he took from us.
His dad ain't. You don't do that. You don't get back money, and you know his dad ain't gonna let him take money.
I know it ain't. I know it ain't. I don't know. I know it ain't.
And like right now, Detroit saying that's that they feel that's gonna be their number one target. Trust.
Okay, that's fine.
The trust them.
That's fine.
Gonna take the money, so they're gonna.
I don't blame you.
They're gonna offer him 4 years.
Dude, that's who I want in free agency. I want Miles Bridges. So I'm willing. That's what I'm saying. So can I choose between Miles Bridges? I might take Miles Bridges over if I got a choice to take Miles Bridges and pay him that money and taking who was it we were just talking about? I'm taking Miles Bridges.
Yeah, OG is first team all NBA defense. He got great D. He's very good, a better defender than Tobias.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a better defender than Tobias, but don't make it like he's that far greater of a player overall. So
why would you trade him then? Trade for him? Well, why would
I just said he's not that far greater of a player than Tobias Harris.
Well, if he's greater, why would
he's not? I don't know if he's necessarily greater as an overall player. I don't think that he is. I know people don't like Tobias Harris' game and the fact that he got paid so much money. I agree. But you telling me, so would you be happy with OG with the money if he was making Tobias Harris money? Would you be happy with OG?
I'm not worried about the money. I'm trying to win.
No. I'm asking you that because I know this is the biggest problem that a lot of people had with Toby.
I think you don't want to acknowledge it. I don't think anybody else really cares about the fact that he.
What? That's all everybody always said. He was all overpaid and he was getting so much money. He's a bum, this, that, and other. So if you're just talking about as a player, averaging like 17 points, his averages is not trash. But for the money that he gets, I agree. I understand that the vitriol. I understand it because he's getting too much money. He's not a trash player, though.
I didn't say he's trash. I think he's having a solid season. My thing is, if you had a chance to get a player,
his season numbers is like his career numbers. That's his career numbers.
Here's the thing. Now, this is what we're expecting more to do. He has a bunch of expiring contracts. We expect him to re-sign Maxey to a long-term deal. Also, we're going to bring in Buddy Hield. We got to hope Buddy Hield will stay. So we got to sign Buddy Hield to a long-term deal. And then we want him to go out and try to get another max player. I mean, is that really doable?
Who's to say? Who you think Buddy Hield is going to get a max deal?
Buddy Hield's gonna get at least $100 million.
Okay. I mean, that money is available. That kind of money is available in the NBA. So you tell me all these other teams, you telling me like a team like you don't think these other teams are paying big money?
Didn't say they were. I'm just saying, is that lineup good enough to win a championship? Like what we're gonna do is we gotta hope that.
I do think they'll go get another player. I hope that the Sixers target is Miles Bridges. That's who I want. Miles Bridges didn't want to play with. He wanted to leave in free agency this year. I think, and what's the name? They had the option. I think Charlotte had the option, and they kept him. But
No,
Buddy Hield is 31. I'm not paying Buddy Hield no max money as a 31-year-old.
No,
bench player.
But you gonna pay Paul George max money as a 34-year-old.
Buddy Hield can't sniff Paul George's playing ability.
But he's 34.
I'm taking you. So you tell me you taking Buddy Hield over Paul George?
Paul George is going to want a 5-year deal. This is his last hurrah. He's not going to go for a short-term deal. He's going to want a 5 or 6-year deal.
So if you're telling me you got to pay the same money to Buddy Hield or Paul George, you're telling me you're paying that money for
No. I'm just saying you've traded for Buddy Hield. So because you traded for Buddy Hield, you pretty much got to resign him. So
no, you don't. You don't got to resign nobody. That's the whole point of trading for somebody that has that flex. You have that flexibility. If they play and they play at a certain level and it fits the team, if B comes back and Buddy Hield and B clicking like that and they doing all these things, then yes, maybe you're gonna pay money, but Buddy Hield is still not a max contract player.
Maury just said that he that's his target. He was a target. That's they would want him. He's not going nowhere. They're gonna resign him. He's a shooter. He's a tall shooter.
Who is
Buddy Hield? Like he's not.
How tall is Buddy Hield?
Not 6'4", 6'5".
Okay. Hey, listen. All I'm saying is I understand. See, sometimes we get to seeing the grass is green. Like we see names like OG and think, and I like OG as a role player too. But you're not telling me that OG is so much better. If we trade OG for Tobias, we're gonna be that much better. For one, it is something to continuity. If you have a player on this team that works with Embiid and Maxey and stuff like that, like they're comfortable with him, it's something to chemistry and cohesion. Now that being said, I'm not paying Tobias no max contract again. Heck no, I'm not paying him that big money. Oh my fault. Bernard McCoy, appreciate. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Says need to realize that good NBA players need magnet players like Buddy. Please stop trashing Maxey. Hard playing with non-shooters, even for Embiid. I know, I agree. I actually would like to bring Hield in here, but I'm just saying, to me, I'm not paying Hield max money. Maxey can get max money. Maxey's going to get max money as he deserves it for what he's been doing. But you're not telling me that Toby better than OG. We having this. I mean, I don't know. I get it. We're scoring by Toby. But if OG was all that great, would Toronto have traded him?
Yep, they traded Siakam.
Okay. But they traded Siakam. So is OG is a free agent too?
I don't know.
Because Siakam is about to be a free agent. Toronto knew they wasn't doing nothing this year, so they got rid of Siakam.
No, I'm saying if he's that good, why would you trade him?
Who?
Yeah, you see Siakam, he's that good. Why would you trade him?
But because if you're not, you can't be asking this seriously. If you're on a team, if you're a team that's not in any chance to win this year, and you know Siakam is leaving in the offseason, why would you hold on to him?
So you're not trying to win unless you're in a tank mode?
No, Toronto is not trying to win. Toronto doesn't have they just got rid of their coach. Toronto is in a full rebuild. Why would you keep Siakam?
But they got RJ, what's his name? Barrett.
RJ
Barrett, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a mini star. He's from Toronto. I mean,
so they brought RJ Barrett back to Toronto, and how many years is on his contract?
That I don't know.
See, Toronto. See, it's certain teams. If you think in reality, for real, if we look at the NBA, it's certain teams you're not going to get guys to come near. Toronto's not going to get guys to come near. They're not. Philadelphia is borderline. Philadelphia with Embiid and Maxey can get people to come here. But if you don't got Embiid and Maxey, you're not drawing nobody into Philadelphia. We've seen that.
But
So,
you want to come.
okay, Buddy Hill's not a superstar. You can't draw, but I'm saying you can't draw star power players to a franchise unless they to a place where Miami could bring people in like that, LA could bring people in like that. You can even go somewhere like Golden State or places teams that got a history of winning because players might want to go there to win. But you're not going. That's just like Cleveland. Nobody's going to volunteer to just go to Cleveland unless when Brown was there, they was. People was knocking down the door to go try to play with Brown. But you're not getting that. You're not going to get that without a player. That's what I'm saying. Embiid and Maxey are the draw for Philadelphia. So you can possibly get players that want to come in here to play with them. I mean, you might even get a DeRozan to come in here. Like it's options that's out there. I like Miles Bridges though. I would like to bring Miles. I would like to bring in Miles Bridges and let Toby walk.
Miles Bridges, he actually declined the trade or denied
because he want that big money. And he yeah. Who's the woman beaters that I love? Who's the woman beaters? Toby's a woman.
They trying to say Miles Bridges is a woman beater.
Man, stop telling me you fall for that okey doke stuff. There's a whole lot of people, and they said Bill Cosby was out there raping women and all that. Yeah, you buying all that stuff. Yeah. I ain't gonna say he did or didn't, but guess what? I'm bringing him in here. Same way I would have took Mike Vick when he was fighting dogs. I could care less about a person's personal life. If they're not locked up and in jail, then they free to make money. How they gonna make money? If you're that big of a criminal, then lock him up. If he ain't locked up, I don't care nothing about that. I'm not into. I don't care about none of that stuff. Yeah. Everybody be all caught up in the TMZ stuff. Did you hear? Yeah, he argued. He beat his. Remember when they were talking about Adrian Peterson? He beat his son with a belt. Wait, who wants Adrian Peterson? Like, man, stop it. He was. Is he locked up now? Is he locked up now? All right. Like, come on, it's America, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what? We don't do all that stuff when other people they ain't locked up. We let them go out. Like Ezra Bridger was still able to make his money in the movies and everything else. You know what I'm saying? But you want to cancel other people, you know, when they come they stuff. I ain't buying all that stuff.
Exactly. No, I agree with that. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. We play the Washington Wizards. They lost tonight to Boston, so both of us will be coming off a back-to-back, so hopefully we can get a win. But we looking kind of not too good. We stinging up
you stupid Micah. Yeah, hey, how about that, Micah? For all that, then we should have got rid of AI, right? Remember when AI was going through the stuff? They said how he busted in the dude with the poom poom pants and he pulled out the gun on his girlfriend and all that other stuff. Y'all want to get rid of AI too?
Exactly. Yeah, we 2-8. Right now we 2-8 in our last 10 games.
We win tomorrow. Hopefully Maxey. I think Maxey plays tomorrow. I think they just wanted to keep him out one more night. We play tomorrow. We mop him. If Maxey plays tomorrow, we mop in Washington.
I say just keep Maxey out. Let him heal. Listen, like, comment, and subscribe.
Now I'm capping for lames. I'm capping for lames.
In case if it's a blowout.
Get the hate out. In the words of Kevin Hart, get the hate out your heart, bro. Get the hate out your heart.
Next week, in case it's a blowout, we ain't on tomorrow. Who's your Super Bowl pick?
I could care less. Well, I seen the video that showed the girl. Never mind. Let's just say I would rather the cameras pan to San Francisco's significant others than to Taylor Swift and Pat Mahomes' wife. So I'd rather see San Fran's people on the camera a little bit more. Yeah, that being said, I could care less about that game.
I'm rooting for Kansas City only because I just don't like the 49ers. Their players cried so much. They just irked me to death. So that's the only reason why. But like comment, and I don't like Purdy. So like comment.
Yeah, I do not want to see Purdy win one. I
know because that ain't.
Because they hype him so much.
They hype him up so much. They're gonna try to make him. They're gonna try to make him a GOAT. I'm not doing that. So no.
Yeah, I might have to roll with you. Let Andy continue to prove his greatness. Guess what? The same Philadelphia fans that hated Andy Reid, he got to go. Andy stinks as a coach.
He's working on his third.
This is why I say sometimes as Philadelphia fan base we get what we deserve, because when you do have greatness in your midst and you hate on them,
you try to push them off the door every single time.
Yep,
that's that media for you.
He comes back to say
bye. What's your Super Bowl pick? We leaving. What's your Super Bowl pick?
There's a bunch of people here saying they wouldn't want Miles Bridges because he was
he talked with his hands.
Violence because of domestic violence.
He talks with his hands.
Hey, guess what? Maybe if we'd had somebody talk with their hands tonight, we might have won. Sometimes you need some. Sometimes you need somebody with some viciousness in their blood.
I like the Chiefs, man. I like the Chiefs.
All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. We catch y'all tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We out.